Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, proposed changes aimed at Fargo's program to control excessive numbers of turkey and deer in city limits.
You'll meet the grocery store employee honored for being such a friendly and cheerful guy.
And how the state of North Dakota is making it easier for you to get what's yours. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
People are like, oh my gosh, I love the bagger Miles that you have at your store. Like, everybody knows who Miles is.
A young Fargo grocery bagger has gone viral this week for his lasting and positive impression at the Osgood Hornbachers, with people from all over the valley sharing their praise for Miles Frost's friendly personality and famous fist bumps.
Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley has our story.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel fantastic.
What was supposed to be an online hiring ad featuring Hornbacher's bagger Miles Frost ended with nearly 600 comments and dozens of shares, all about Miles. And it just kept going and going and going. And the amount of lives that Miles has touched is it's just amazing. You know, everything was positive. Our story starts back in 2010 when Miles first started on the Osgood Hornbachers team.
Have a great day.
Winning over both employees and customers right from the get-go. He is like that shining star when you walk in. You know, no matter what kind of day you're having, if it's the worst day ever, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you're in the worst mood, you run into Miles and he will just turn that around for you. And while he wears many hats throughout his shifts, Miles' favorite thing is bagging.
Would you like paper or plastic? The thing that I like about this job the most is I feel like I'm kind of making a difference in somebody's day, and that really makes me feel good.
His inspirational is just out there. He's always so happy. He's got something to tell you.
When they walk in, they know that they want to interact with him and that he's going to give them the elbow bump, which used to be a fist bump before COVID. Sievert says Miles gets between 7 to 10 positive customer survey mentions every week, saying it's not uncommon to see a long line in whichever lane Miles is working that day. I can count multiple times where I've been on the front end and I'll go up to customers and say, this till is open down here if you want to step down. And they're like, nope, I'm just going to wait for Miles.
I will have patience for that boy. He is worth my time.
Miles says he was on vacation when the Facebook post went up and didn't know about his internet fame until yesterday.
So I was really surprised.
I printed off every single comment that was made by customers and I put it in a journal for him. Miles says he's thankful for all of the love and hopes to continue to inspire others to be a source of joy and positivity for years to come. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Hornbachers held a recognition ceremony for Miles this morning, gifting him a dictionary and a thesaurus as he finds a new word of the day every morning.
As well as a gift card for repairs for Miles' bike, because that's how he gets around town every day, rain or shine.
Speaking of the weather, after shaking off an early morning chill, today warmed up nicely. However, there's been mention of potential trouble out there. Let's get the latest from Hutch on tonight's conditions. Hutch?
Tonight, as you can see from our sky cam in Devil's Lake, nary a cloud in the sky there. Some of us have a few fair weather clouds drifting overhead, but nothing too concerning here in the valley. Temperatures very comfortable. We're talking low to mid 70s for most in our eastern counties. Out to the west, the heat is on, but that's out in the central Dakotas. So get out and enjoy. Passing clouds from, say, Lake of the Woods down through Duluth could yield a shower or sprinkle, but most of us stay dry this evening. Again, get out and enjoy these very comfortable temperatures, which will slip into the 60s by bedtime tonight. Will not be the case tomorrow. Grand Forks, your temperatures also exceedingly comfortable. Tomorrow the heat is on and a chance for some thunderstorms in your forecast as well. I'll have details, track and tell you when they'll come right after a few minutes.
I'm sure you will. Thanks.
A program is under review and local hunters voice their opinions on why the wildlife management program should stay.
Valley News Team's JC Dodd joins us live with details on the program and why Fargo police are asking for your input. JC?
Mike, Andrea, this program has been in place for 15 years. Since 2006, the City of Fargo police have monitored a program where 45 applicants would be chosen each year to hunt on certain regions throughout the City of Fargo. To hunt deer and turkey was added in 2013. Now, due to an increasing population, the City of Fargo police say there is just too many people growing throughout the City of Fargo, and it's a public safety concern. Fargo Police hosted a input discussion today where 10 Fargo hunters came and voiced their opinion on this review.
A betterment of the program. You know, there's no such thing as a perfect program. You can only improve on anything. So betterment of the program is kind of what I would love.
Now, what Fargo Police asked the public was, if you're considering public safety, do you still support the wildlife management program? And if the program continues, who could manage it? Because Fargo Police just can't do it anymore. Many people I talked to after the meeting said they proposed Fargo Public Parks to be the new managers. This is going to City Commission on Monday, June 28th. And for now, that's all I have. In Fargo, JC Dodd, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much, JC.
Bemidji police are searching for a man who they say shot a gun at someone and then jumped out of a second-story window to escape later. Officers were called around 1 this morning to the 2800 block of Ridgeway Avenue. The victim told police he was standing in a hallway when the suspect came up to him, pulled out a gun and demanded money. He told that man he wouldn't hand over any cash, so he says the suspect shot him and ran off. Police later conducted a high-risk search warrant on one of the apartments, and a woman told them the suspect was Robert Needham Jr. Needham is described as a Native American man who's about 5'10", 170 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white Adidas t-shirt and black sweatpants. If you see him, call police.
Bemidji police are also looking for the driver who hit a teenager riding a bike, causing significant injuries. A 17-year-old told officers he was riding his bike on Park Avenue Northwest near 20th Street and was hit by a dark-colored SUV. He thought maybe it was a Chevy Tahoe or a Cadillac Escalade. If you have any information, call police.
The Minnesota legislature is moving forward with an environmental budget bill after leaders broke a standoff that could have shut down state parks before the Independence Day holiday weekend. Republicans dropped their demand that Governor Tim Walz abandon his effort to encourage a switch to electric cars. The bill funds the state park system and other programs. A House committee today sent it to the floor for a vote.
You could have property in possession of the state of North Dakota and not even know it. A new law brings the process of claiming this property into the 21st century. Throughout the state, $107.1 million in property remains unclaimed. This can include anything from family photos and documents to cash and paychecks. Starting July 1st, property holders and constituents will be encouraged to submit their reports through the state's updated web portal. You can search for any property that may belong to you by your last name.
So you have to remember your family, your grandparents or your great-grandparents may also have unclaimed property here that you're able to claim. As long as you can kind of prove that that is your family member, you have the right to claim that.
You can find the links to search for your unclaimed property in this story on our website.
As the drought continues across North Dakota, farmers are seeking help. The NDSU Extension Agency is teaming up with USDA Farm Service Agency and Natural Resources Conservation Service to provide guidance. Information will be provided for water development, emergency haying options, drought grazing strategies, emergency forage options, and forage production projections. It'll be presented on June 30th at 10 in the morning in the North Central Research Extension Center in Minot. To pre-register, contact NDSU Extension at this phone number, 857-6444.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, just as sure as there is a summer season, you can count on mosquitoes. Why they might not be as bad this year.
Not much of a bite to temperatures today, but tomorrow things are looking pretty hot. Don't forget to check on those back seats for pets and kids, with temperatures in the 90 to 100 degree range for many. We could have a couple of strong storms. I'll time them out and tell you when and where next.